have you noticed it's getting harder to climb stairs lately? Maybe standing up from your chair takes a little more effort than it used to. And no matter how much you stretch, walk, or do your morning yoga, your legs still feel tired, even shaky sometimes. If that sounds familiar, I want you to listen closely, because what I'm about to share may completely change the way you think about leg strength after 60. You see, most people believe that weak legs are just a normal part of aging, that our muscles simply wear out over time. But that's not the full story. In fact, recent research from Japan has revealed something remarkable. There's one specific vitamin that can actually reactivate dormant muscle fibers, helping your legs regain power, stability, and balance. And here's the surprising part. You might already have this vitamin sitting in your kitchen right now, but you're not taking it the right way. Or worse, you're not taking it at all. Before we get to what that vitamin is, let's take a moment to understand why your legs start feeling weaker in the first place. Imagine your muscles as a team of workers. When you're young, they're active, strong, and constantly rebuilding new fibers. But as you cross 50, that rebuilding process starts to slow down. Your body doesn't respond to nutrients the same way anymore. It absorbs less protein, uses less energy, and slowly begins to lose muscle tone. That's why walking uphill feels heavier. That's why standing for long periods feels harder. But here's the good news. Your muscles aren't gone. They're just asleep. And with the right nutrient, you can wake them up again now. Here's where Japanese researchers made an incredible discovery. They found that one vitamin often overlooked direct effect on the specific muscle fibers responsible for strength and stability in the legs. When taken correctly, it can help improve balance, support bone density, and even reduce the risk of falls, all within a few short months. What's fascinating is how this discovery came about. A team of doctors studying older adults in Okinawa, a region known for its long-living population, noticed that despite their age, many people there maintained excellent leg strength well into their 80s and 90s. They walked daily, climbed stairs easily, and lived fully independent lives. The doctors wanted to know why, so they studied their diet, lifestyle, and daily habits, and what they found shocked them. These seniors consistently consumed higher levels of a certain natural vitamin compound, one that plays a critical role in muscle repair and energy metabolism. The secret wasn't some complicated supplement or expensive therapy. It was a simple, daily habit, something anyone could start today. But before I reveal exactly what that vitamin is, I need you to understand something crucial. If your legs have been feeling weaker lately, it's not because you're not exercising enough. In fact, overdoing stretching or yoga without the right nutrition can actually make things worse. Your body needs proper nutrients to rebuild muscle fibers. Otherwise, you're training on an empty tank. That's why this Japanese discovery is so important. It doesn't just improve muscle strength, it helps your body absorb and use the nutrients you already eat. It's like flipping a switch inside your cells, telling your muscles to come back to life. So, if you've been frustrated, thinking you've done everything right, but still feel weaker, it's not your fault. You just haven't been giving your body the missing ingredient it's asking for. In just a moment, I'll explain exactly how this vitamin works and why it's become a cornerstone of strength and mobility programs for people over 60 in Japan. You'll also learn the best time of day to take it, because timing matters more than most people realize. And here's the most exciting part. When you take it properly, you could start feeling a difference within weeks. More stability, less fatigue, and the kind of confidence that comes when your legs finally feel strong and steady again. But before we dive into the science behind it, make sure you've subscribed if you haven't yet, because in the next section, I'll reveal how this vitamin interacts with your muscles at the cellular level, and why doctors around the world are now calling it a breakthrough for seniors everywhere. Now, let's talk about what actually happens inside your muscles, and why this Japanese vitamin discovery is being called a second chance for people over 60. When you move, walk, or even stand up, your muscles rely on tiny power units called mitochondria. They're like the batteries inside each muscle cell. But as we age, these batteries begin to weaken. They don't produce enough energy, and your muscle fibers start shutting down one by one. When everyday movements begin to feel harder, Japanese researchers found that there's one specific vitamin that helps recharge those tiny batteries. It's called vitamin K2, and it plays a crucial role in directing calcium not just into your bones, but also into your muscles, where it helps maintain strength and stability. But here's where it gets fascinating. Vitamin K2 doesn't work alone. It activates a special protein inside your body called osteogenesis, which tells your body to send calcium and nutrients exactly where they're needed most, into the muscles that keep you upright and balanced. Without it, calcium can drift into the wrong places, like your arteries or joints, causing stiffness instead of strength. That's why people who don't get enough of this vitamin often complain about joint pain, fatigue, or weak legs, even if they're eating healthy foods. Now, in Japan, scientists conducted a long-term study on men and women over the age of 60. Half of them added natural sources of vitamin K2 to their diet, while the other half did not. After just 12 weeks, the group taking vitamin K2 showed significantly better leg strength, improved balance, and even increased muscle tone in the thighs and calves. The difference was so noticeable that participants reported walking longer distances with less fatigue, and most importantly, they felt younger, steadier, and more active. But that's not all. Japanese doctors also noticed something else. This vitamin helped improve circulation in the lower body. Better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reach the muscles, speeding up repair and recovery. In other words, it doesn't just help prevent muscle loss, it helps rebuild what time has taken away. You might be wondering, if it's so powerful, why haven't I heard about it before? Well, that's because vitamin K2 often hides behind other nutrients that get more attention, like vitamin D or calcium. Most people take those for bone health, but without K2, their full benefits can't be unlocked. It's like turning on a machine without plugging it into the power source. Vitamin K2 is that power source. In Japan, this nutrient is naturally present in foods like natto, a traditional fermented soybean dish that's part of their daily diet. But outside Japan, very few people eat it, which means most of us are unknowingly missing out on its powerful benefits. Luckily, you don't need to eat natto to experience the same results. There are natural ways to get vitamin K2 through other foods like egg yolks, grass-fed butter, or certain types of cheese, and even high-quality supplements that provide the same active compound used in Japanese studies. And when it's combined with the right nutrients, like vitamin D3 and omega-3, the results can multiply together. They support stronger bones, healthier circulation, and better muscle coordination, a trio that helps you stay mobile and confident as you age. But timing matters. Japanese doctors discovered that taking this vitamin with your first meal of the day, especially one that includes healthy fats, helps your body absorb it more effectively. That's why the people in their studies showed results faster, because they followed the right timing and combination. So if you've been feeling less stable, or if your knees, hips, or legs feel weaker lately, this isn't just about exercise anymore. It's about giving your body the signal it's been waiting for, because your muscles are listening. They just need the right fuel to come back to life. Here's the best part. This isn't about building bulky muscles or going to the gym. It's about restoring strength, balance, and freedom. The freedom to walk confidently, to stand taller, to live life on your own terms again. I'll show you exactly how to use this vitamin properly, the best foods and combinations to get the fastest results, and a few daily habits from Japanese longevity experts that can help your legs feel decades younger, starting in just a few weeks. Now that you understand how this simple vitamin works, let's talk about how you can use it to rebuild your leg strength safely and naturally. Because here's the truth. You don't need to spend hours at the gym or lift heavy weights to regain your power. All it takes is the right combination of nutrition, consistency, and a few simple daily habits. Japanese doctors who studied this nutrient created a small but powerful morning routine, one that has helped thousands of older adults restore their stability and confidence in just a few weeks. And it starts with something very simple. Taking your vitamin K2 in the morning with food. Why morning? Because your body's metabolism is most active during your first meal of the day. When you combine vitamin K2 with healthy fats like eggs, olive oil, or avocado, your body absorbs it more efficiently and sends it straight into your muscle cells, where it begins repairing those tiny fibers that keep you strong. Along with that, researchers recommend light movement, not intense exercise, just small, consistent actions that tell your muscles to stay active. For example, when you wake up, do this simple routine. Take 10 slow squats, holding the back of a chair if needed. Stand tall. Lift your heels off the ground for 5 seconds and lower them slowly. Take a few deep breaths. Roll your shoulders back and feel your posture reset. That's it. You've just activated nearly every muscle group that supports your balance and strength. Combine that with vitamin K2 every morning, and your body begins to respond faster than you'd expect. Most people report feeling more stable within 2 weeks. Their legs feel lighter, their steps feel surer, and their confidence returns. But here's something even more inspiring. Japanese researchers found that people who combined vitamin K2 with omega-3 experienced even greater results. Why? Because omega-3 helps reduce chronic inflammation in the muscle tissue, allowing your body to recover and rebuild faster. It's like removing the brakes so your muscles can accelerate their healing. So, if you truly want to feel stronger, try this simple formula. K2 plus omega-3 plus light morning movement equals stronger legs, better balance, and a more active life. And don't forget hydration. Water plays a silent but critical role in muscle recovery. A glass of water before breakfast and another mid-morning can make a real difference in your energy levels. Now, here's what's amazing. In Japan, people who follow this exact routine often maintain strong, steady legs well into their 80s and even 90s. They walk every day, climb stairs without hesitation, and live independently because they've supported their bodies from the inside out. And that's the real secret here. You don't need a complicated workout plan or expensive supplements. You just need to give your body what it's been missing. The right nutrition, the right timing, and a little daily effort. So, tomorrow morning, before you reach for your usual breakfast, take one small step. Add your vitamin K2, move your body gently, breathe deeply, and remind yourself your strength is still within you. It's never too late to wake it up, because muscle doesn't understand age. It only understands action. And when you give it the right signal, it responds quickly. So, if this message helped you, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to rebuild their strength. Because small changes like this can make a big difference, not just in your legs, but in your life. And stay tuned in the next video. I'll reveal the one mineral most people forget that multiplies the effect of vitamin K2 and omega-3 for even faster results. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.